Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning to you. It's time for Morning Manna. It's time for Morning Manna. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And I hope you went to somebody's church, whether physically present or certainly at least you should have been streaming. And if you stream with us, I pray that that word and the worship spoke to you. Man, what a great morning it is. You know what? I got to get my specs out so I can see who's here this morning. Yes, good morning, Pamela. How are you this morning? Good morning, Thelma. How are you this morning? Bridget, how are you doing this morning? Lisa, how are you doing this morning? Bishop, hey, happy anniversary to you, Bishop Pickett. I'm glad to see you, man. I hope you had a wonderful anniversary. Good morning, classmate Rhonda, and good morning, Thelma. Hey, how's everybody? Hope you had a great weekend and hope you had wonderful worship. Got a word for you on this morning. Good morning, Elder Moss. How is it well? How's the fam? And hey, we're going to just welcome everybody in a minute as you all are joining. You know what? Guess what? Good morning, Ethel. You know, if this is your first, second, or third time joining us, hey, you're joining the Morning Manna fam. We do it like this every weekday morning about this same time. Every weekday morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I bring a word, a devotional word, just a brief devotional word with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. That's what I do. What you have to do is share the manna. You got to share the manna. You got to give the hearts and the likes. You got to do those kinds of things. Let me welcome a few more people this morning. Good morning, George Huff. Good morning, Sean Coleman. Good morning, Nikki. How are you? Nikki Downs, how are you? Good morning, Fran. How are you? Hey, this morning, good morning, Arlene, all the way from Goldsboro, North Carolina. I know that place. That's my hometown. Good morning, Lucille. Good morning, Agnes. Hey, it's great to see all of you all this morning. Look, hey, the word I'm dealing with this week, I'm talking about family this week. I'm talking about family this week. And today, I'm going to deal with family pain. Going to deal with family pain. I'm going to give the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Let's press right into the word this morning. Before I get too far into it, though, let me remind everybody that's new to the Morning Manna fam. Hey, Morning Manna fam, shout them out. Let them know we glad they're joining us. We love for you to be a part of our family every hour community every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I give the text, the talk, the takeaway. You share the manna. Don't be greedy. Don't keep it to yourself. And this week, we're going to be dealing with family. We're going to be dealing with family. The text is this. I'm going to give you two. It's Exodus 3:6 and 2 Samuel 12:10 and 11. Exodus 3:6 and 2 Samuel 12:10 and 11. In Exodus 3:6, this is God talking to Moses after he's been 40 years on the backside of Sinai and 80 years outside of his family pain. I want you to check out how God introduces God's self to Moses. Then he said, I am the God of your father. I am the God of Abraham. I am the God of Isaac. I am the God of Jacob. Notice that God introduces himself to Moses as connected to his family. God is directly connected to family. And he says, look, I'm the God of your father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, listen to 2 Samuel 12:10 and 11. Here is Nathan. He talks to David after his adulterous affair with Bathsheba. And he says to David, David, the sword is never going to leave your family, and calamity is never going to leave your family. Let's deal with and let's talk about this morning. How do I manage? How do I get through family pain? You need to understand something, that the first thing that God gave you that you had nothing to do with and cannot break away from is family. You got the choice of a lot of things. You do not have the choice of your family. When you came to yourself, you had a family. And I guarantee you, if you're like most families, there's some family pain. What do I do with this family pain? And so Moses, after 40 years in Egypt, 40 years on the backside of the Mount of Sinai, raising sheep, learning how to lead sheep. Now God says, I know that there's some family pain, and I introduce myself to you as a God of family. Nathan tells David, I don't care what you deal with, your family is going to have calamity and the sword with it. There's three things I need you to do this morning with respect to the family pain that you might have gone through, going through, or dealing with right now. And if not, you can always share it with somebody else. Family pain has a purpose. Family pain has a purpose. They said no pain, no gain. You have to understand something, that when you feel pain, it requires you to respond to do something. So pain has a purpose, and it requires you to have to do something so that it might be healed or dealt with. Many times you don't do anything until the pain is unbearable. You know, the painful situation, the divorce, the rejection, whatever has happened, and you may just kind of keep kicking that can down the road. But there will come a point in which you cannot do anything else but deal with that pain. No pain, no gain. Here's the second thing. Pain produces patience and perseverance. James said it best. Let patience have its perfect work in you. There's a thing in which you have to understand that the pain that you deal with is going, there's some things that it just doesn't get over overnight. You're going to have some perseverance and patience with that. Here's the third thing. God works his purpose through family pain. Come here, David. Let's talk about this. Notice this. What does God say to David? I said it on yesterday in my message. I'm going to repeat it now. God said to David through the mouth of Nathan, the prophet, after he had sinned with Bathsheba, calamity and pain and the sword is never going to leave your family life, David. And at the same time, God says to David, through your family tree, the Messiah, the Savior of the world, will come. And your family will always be on the throne of Israel. Your family. Now, so that's a contradiction. Notice this. Now, how is it that my family is going to go through stuff? I'm going to always deal with the ramifications and the consequences of my sin with Bathsheba, but yet God is going to work through me to bring the kingdom to his people. That tells me something about God. He gives me a family that helps mold and make me and develop me into being the leader he's called me to. He places a promise on my life, and irrespective of the things that I do, if I am persistent, if I keep at it, everything that God has planned in my life, despite and in spite of, and the use of my family pain will bring it to pass. So instead of looking at your abuse in the family, instead of looking at that as something that was meant to take you out, it was meant to take you up. And being in that family was already designed by God before you were ever born. Come here, Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, before I was in my mother's womb, he had already designed for me to be a prophet to the nations. So I had to be placed in a family system that will help form me to be the leader I'm supposed to be and the person that I'm supposed to be. So the pain that you're dealing with in your family is by design. It would not have come any other place. It had to be in that place. And that's where God placed you. I'm the God of your Abraham. I'm the God of Isaac. I'm the God of Jacob. And I'm the God of your auntie. I'm the God of your uncle. I'm the God of your mother. I'm the God of your father, your brothers and your sisters, all that might have brought pain to your life, because I'm going to bring you into a place in which I first promised before you were ever born. But I had to place you in that family to get you to that place. That's what it means with family pain. and what God is going to do with it. What's your takeaway this morning? This is what your takeaway is. I'm going to say I got a book that I have written on family. I call it Family-ish, How to Raise a Fabulous Family. And I'm going to give that first chapter to you free. No problems at all. You can have it. All you have to do is go to my website, ileadacademy.net. And you can listen to the first chapter of my book. The whole book on family is going to be available in a few short weeks. But as a result of you being a part of the Manna fam, I want to give it to you just so that you can endure and make it through the family that you're in. And, we just have community, and I just want to bless you. I want to bless you. Thank God for you being a part of our Manna fam. Hey, share the manna. God bless you. I got more talk about family on tomorrow.